Okay, what did I do Saturday morning? I did a project. Here is my late father's political button collection. And what I did was I took an old shirt of his and I wrapped it around some cardboard. And then I stuck all of his political buttons on there. And he's got some pretty cool ones here. He really did collect some good ones. Let me get a little closer. I'm going to show you a couple that were probably his favorite presidents, you know. One was most definitely Franklin Roosevelt. He really liked him and respected him. He believes he's the one that, you know, got America out of the Depression. Although my dad was a kid, you know, and he was in there, it was somebody he really looked up to. And it's a really cute little tribute to Franklin Roosevelt. It's in pretty good shape too. Okay, America, you bet I'm with you. And that's pretty much how people felt. Of course, I don't feel that way anymore about their presidents. The other president he really respected was Truman. He'd always say, give him hell, Harry. He just thought he was just awesome. He was not actually expected to win, and he was pretty well not even college educated, and they had very poor eyesight, but you know, he managed to lead the country. But he has a pretty good collection here. This one over here says Kennedy will win. It's a hologram. See if I can get it to move a little bit. My mother actually walked the campaign and would help register. See how it moves? See it? It's a hologram. It's pretty cool, huh? I don't do too much of that anymore. I think most political campaigns depend on social media now. Anyway, she would, my mother would walk precinct to precinct and help people to register, especially elderly people or people that didn't have really good eyesight like my mother. She was really helpful with them. Very sweet. So you could see over the years all the collection they had. If it doesn't say Dole, it isn't. And there's another old Kennedy one. That one's a little bit rusted. Not bad though. Adlai Stevenson. Oh my gosh, all these names. It's amazing going through it. But Nixon now. My dad got a kick out of Nixon. And here's Nixon and Greek-American Spiro Agnew. Yeah, my parents had quite a collection. And here's a photo my dad had of Franklin Roosevelt. As you can see, he really respected him. Any child of the Depression, I find, really does respect Roosevelt. They do believe he's the one that kind of got them out of it and started some of the social programs, Social Security, things like that. And on the other spectrum of that, there's a Hoover that my dad said got him into the Depression, and there's another one of Hoover right here. Anyway, it's a great collection, so I just wanted to share it with everybody. I just couldn't bear myself to sell it, although I've had a lot of offers. There's another one, Republicans for Choice. And here is an old shadow silhouette of the father of our country, George Washington. My father really respected this country, and toward the end, though, he really kind of understood, even though he was kind of a die-hard Democrat for most of his life, he came to understand that the lines were quite blurred, that there really wasn't much difference between one party over the next. And you know, even if you look at today's major two parties, unfortunately we have only two that are major, there isn't much difference as far as special interest groups and things that are running them. It's just that one wants to have more controls and more programs in the United States, and the other party seems to want to take their control and their power and destroy other countries. So kind of the same thing, just they just do it differently. But you can see it's quite a collection. I like the one there of Ronald Reagan. That's kind of cool too. And Reagan and Bush. You can see it's quite a collection, but that was my project this morning, and this was his old shirt. It was an old shirt of his. and I took it and staple gunned it onto poster board. Remember McGovern? This brings back a lot of memories. Gosh, amazing stuff. Impeach Bush. Okay, so I just wanted to share that with everybody, and I thought that was really cool. And, you know, I'm glad my father trusted me with, you know, this collection, because it meant something to him. You know, he really believed in America and loved America, and so did my mother. And I still believe it was the greatest country on earth, although toward the end they did realize, you know, we had a lot of problems. And my dad didn't understand a lot of things. He didn't understand why we were bothering in Iraq and in Syria and all those things, but, you know, he came to understand that it was a different country now than when he was younger. So that is it. I just wanted to share that with everybody. I thought he had a really cool collection, and I'm so happy again he trusted me with it. And I'm very proud of putting it together.